Guys, the channel commenter, it works exactly the same as what the other commenter does as far as, you know, the editor and things like that. It's almost identical, and it gives us another opportunity for us to be able to emphasize things that we want to emphasize, especially about the channel and what you're doing with it and what your subject is. You've got an opportunity here to use up a whole bunch of related terms and LSI keywords and stuff like that, so that you can start just building relevancy as well as you know, giving good information and stuff away as well. So it's got some SEO purposes if we want to use it that way too. Okay. What will happen here is it will work with your profiles. Okay, so you need to select which profiles when you're actually going to start posting and stuff like that. Okay. You can see here I haven't got any assigned IPs for these 4 channels that I'm using here, and these are channels that are all linked to my home IP address. That's just the way YouTube seems to be going. But you know, at the end of the day, it's there's nothing wrong with having loads of YouTube channels. You're allowed to have a YouTube channel for every single Gmail that you've got. Okay. The only problem that we could come across is when we start to build the channel networks and start interacting between the channels. It might appear to be, how could I put it, a little bit grey hat, for want of a better term, because I don't really see it as a spamming tool. It's not designed like that, and if you're using it for your own channels, it's not really spamming. But yeah, you are working the system a little bit. You're manipulating the system, which is kind of what we SEO guys tend to do from time to time. And but there's nothing wrong with you know, just using 5, 6, 7, 8 with your home IP. But the whole point of doing this with the profiles is to get some proxies in here and set your profiles up with an assigned IP, but never run this checker again once you've got an assigned IP, otherwise it will change the IP address. Alright, anyway, so we got a comments editor here. You can see I've started to put some bits and pieces together in here, just for the purpose of doing this video. So you can say things like, hey, great channel, thanks for the free training. If I wanted to make that even better, if you want to do any editing for any of those comments, right click, click edit. So I can put in here things like YouTube SEO training. So we've got a keyword in there like free YouTube SEO training, for example. That's one way we can use it. Whatever comment you've got ticked here is the one that's going to be coming from the channel moderator. So I'm writing here, you're welcome, make sure you subscribe for the latest updates. You see I've got a little typo on there, let's correct that. So I've got a call to action, so I'm using it for call to action. I'm getting some keywords in there. So you've got to do a little bit of both, you know. When we're optimizing, when we're thinking SEO stuff, it's not always you know, a great idea to do things like the keyword stuffing and stuff that we used to do a lot of, because it wasn't making a lot of sense, a lot of that content anyway. You know, sure, it was ranking and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, there's a whole ton of people out there who knew how to get onto page 1 of Google, but they were never making any money because the conversions were crap. And the reason the conversions were crap is just because it was nonsensical, the content that they had there. So we've got to find that balance. Alright, and when we're thinking SEO, when we're thinking optimization, you've got to be thinking about the user experience as well. You've got to be thinking, you know, how am I going to get this person to take an action I want them to take? What is the purpose of you doing this in the first place anyway? Is it to build subscribers? Is it to send to CPA offers or affiliate links or whatever? Have your goal in mind and try and build that into your commenting, try and build that into your video content, try and build that into your calls to actions at the end of videos and stuff like that as well. And we'll be covering a lot of that in a lot of detail when we do the Mastermind webinar series. So I just wanted to cover that anyway, but you know, it's just a very, very simple system. Nothing about this software is difficult to use, and you can see that we've got you know, the ability to do some really quick, cool things with this. And I'm just going to add one more because I've got 4. If I go into the profiles, if I use this one, I've got 4 profiles here. Now I know that one of these is not working, although it always says it is working. I probably need to log in manually and just assign it to my Time mobile telephone or something and pull it back that way. I probably got an unusual location message or something like that. So for now, I'm going to add just one more comment because I find that the commenters work best when you've got exact amount of comments with the exact amount of hold on a second. When we've got the exact amount of comments to profiles, but if you're going to comment as a moderator, you've got to add one more comment as well. Okay, so even though I know that one of these is not going to be used because that one of these accounts is actually not working, this one here, then you know, I'm just going to put anything in there, but I want to use the opportunity when I can to emphasize stuff that I want other people who visit the channel to learn about the channel, so that we can get them to take a call to action as well. So we can write something like, just subscribed, thanks for the free SEO software. So again, I'm doing stuff to make people want to subscribe, to take an action that I want them to take, and that's all I really want them to do, is to subscribe. And once we got them subscribed, when they go into that page in the channel, we can have calls to action in there as well. We probably have covered in SEO Blueprint, but when I do a live campaign, you'll see me setting up a whole channel again, just one more time. I've got no problem repeating things because I tend to get the same questions asked several times, and sometimes it takes to repeat things quite a few times before people actually just grasp what you're trying to say to them, because for me it might be something that I'm familiar with, and for somebody who's new it might not be, so they might not be so familiar. So repeating it is not in any way meant to be derogatory or anything like that. I just want to make sure we get the message across. Okay, now if we can build all this into the wizards, as I mentioned before with the previous videos, then you know, we're taking awesome to a whole new level, and we'll be able to do stuff that is just on autopilot, and that will make things even better and even easier. Doesn't matter what your level of experience will be, but we're still always going to try and take care of the things that we want to take care of as far as best practices, about conversions, a little bit about SEO on here as well. But if we build an authority and we start to get all this interactivity with the social sharing and getting a few backlinks and internal backlinks from YouTube and stuff like that, then we're starting to build authority, and the page rank will grow as well. Okay, and when the page rank grows, that means we're going to be ranking higher as well. It just makes it easier to rank. Okay, so I'm just going to put one more comment in here. Something like that. Try and make it look natural as well. Okay, so I'm just putting this just like a personal comment. Great training as mentioned before. Thanks and have a great new year. That kind of thing can make things look a little bit more natural. Yeah, that kind of thing can make things look like there's real people using it, and that will help a lot. So we can put in a channel URL here. Let's take the same channel that we did for the increased views, since I've got the URL here. And you can see that's still working in the background there. It's still going to do that 15 minutes. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to choose the account profiles, which is Tube SEO. We're going to set the delay for 0 to 4 minutes. And I'm going to start posting and just let that go away. So it's waiting for 66 seconds. It's going to work exactly like we showed in the video for the commenter. And you can see it's very, very easy to use, but you can see the opportunities that we're giving you here with the way that we have set this up. And if you look at the way we set this up for the channel comments, for the commenter here, take advantage, guys. Just think about what you want your message to be and to get that message across. And the same when you get into the channel views and stuff, you've got some great opportunities here the way we set this up for you. Just make sure your videos are not too long so that you can get a lot of views for your feature video. Have it on autoplay as well, which is pretty cool, and that will increase your views. And this is all working behind proxies as well. You don't need your own private proxies for these, so that will help you quite a lot. And you know, if you're going to build this up into like 50 accounts or something, try and spread them over several profiles so that you can do batches at a time. And you might even want to change them around different profiles from time to time. You can do that. You can easily do that. Just change, you know, take an account from one profile and stick it in another, or something like that now and again. So that's it for this video, and that's it, the two new plugins: the channel commenter, the channel viewer being done. And we also did another video today about using the comments rating. So make sure you watch the new videos, and I'm repeating them in this video in case you haven't spotted the videos before, because we had a previous video about the comment rating, but that will be replaced now, so if I don't mention it you might not be aware of it. Okay, so that's it for now. We've got a new version of the TTS Video Creator 2, and I'm going to do a video about that and how that works. We've got some bugs fixed that was in there. It is working better, and you know, we can use that for a lot of different things. If you wanted to, you know, take previous blog posts that you've done and turn them into a video, you can do that. I want to try and find a better source for the actual voices. I found one that I would love to use, but I'm not sure that we can integrate it because it's more of a web-based application. But if I can get a better source, or so anybody knows a better source for voices, for text-to-speech voices, please let me know, because we do want to improve wherever we can, okay? And it's for your benefit as well. Alright guys, thanks. I'll see you in the next video.